Alright, so this video is going to be me draining the crankcase and then cleaning out the crankcase so I can put more oil in it. I figure while I have access to the crankcase, because the pony motor's off, I might as well go ahead and drain the crankcase and get all the sludge and everything out. Now, I realize that I did change the oil in this machine about 4 hours ago. So yeah, to some degree I'm wasting some oil, but also I can get all the sludge out of the bottom, so that makes me feel a little bit happier. So anyway, I'm going to set the camera up, and this first part won't be very exciting, mostly because it'll just be oil draining. So get the camera set up and then I'll pull the drain plug out and we should be done. Alright, so this video is probably not going to be very interesting, mostly because I got the kitty litter container under there. And oops. Stand on my head to do this. Oops. Takes just a little bit of force to get out of there. Like I said, I'm just going to drain it into a kitty litter container. This is the oil filter right here. And there we go. And hopefully we don't overflow the 5-gallon container. Although there's a chance we might. I can't remember how much oil is in here. So while that's doing that, and draining, I can pick up the camera, and I mean, even though this oil's only got 4 hours on it, there's already sludge on top of the drain plug. So I'm gonna get the drain plug cleaned up and everything, and go ahead and get the oil all drained out, and then we'll come back. So the oil is draining out of it. I figure this is kind of a unique view that you don't get to see very often. And you can see the oil draining down there, and hopefully we'll see exactly how much sludge we have. I mean, it's draining out, and I can see that there's already some sludge in the bottom. So I think we're doing the right thing by cleaning it out. Let me get up on top. I want to make sure we weren't going to overflow. Yeah, you see the sludge down there? It's hard for me to get some light, and I'll block it if I actually bend down to look down in there. But yeah, there's definitely a little bit of sludge here. I'm going to go ahead and block the light real quick. You can kind of see what's down there. I bet you there's a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch, depending on where it's at. I would have loved to run this before I'd have loved to run it before I drained it, but obviously that's not going to be possible, seeing how I have it all apart and everything. So anyway, now that the oil's drained out, I'm actually going to let it just sit here and drip overnight, and we'll go from there. Probably come back tomorrow, and I think what I'm going to do is I'll get me a squirt bottle or something with some gas or kerosene or something in it, or diesel fuel, and I will clean that out, and that way I can leave this open and let all that evaporate before I put oil back in it. So yeah, this is part 1, I guess, and so there'll be a couple days in between the different parts here, so don't think I'm doing it all at one time, because I'll post it as one video. So anyway, alright, so actually I let it drain over a week. You can see, or maybe not, I don't know, you can see the drain plug is right down there. I haven't really decided the best way to get all the sludge out of the bottom. I think I'm going to start with just some brake clean. I'm going to see how that does. If that doesn't work, I will get some gasoline in a spray bottle. Not really a big fan of that, mostly just due to the fumes, flammability, stuff like that, because the brake clean is going to evaporate a whole lot faster than the gas. I thought about some diesel fuel or kerosene. We might try that as well. I've got a spray bottle that I'll see if I can't use, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to work on this a little bit, see if I can't get some of that smudge down at the bottom cleaned up, and see where we go. Alright, so we're making progress. It is significantly cleaner over on this side. I've still got a little bit to do over there, but what I've ended up doing is I've been putting kerosene in this, just a spray bottle, spraying it down in there and then swishing it around with a wooden rod. That seems to be working pretty good. I got some splash where I blew it out. I'm using the air compressor. You can probably hear it running in the background. I blew out the puddle that was caused by that because the tractor's not sitting exactly level due to the front end still being apart. So I'm going to keep doing this for a little bit, and then hopefully I'll remember at the end to go ahead and take a video of it being all clean. Alright, so I have it mostly clean. You can see it's much cleaner down there. There's some parts that I just really can't get to clean. But I'm happy with what I have done. Certainly a lot less sludge than there was. It still needs to dry out. Mostly what you see down there is brake clean. I've tried to get as much of the kerosene out as I can. I'll probably let the top sit open for a couple days to just evaporate a little bit more. I've gone ahead and cleaned up the surface a little bit. I want to make sure all the oil and debris and grease and everything is gone. Getting up underneath the power steering pump was the hardest part. But overall, I think it's ready. The crankcase cover is ready to go back on, and I just have to clean the cover itself, and that's sitting in the parts washer right now. I'll probably get to that here sometime in the next 30 minutes and get that washed, and I'll probably just prop it up here. That way no debris falls in. I did put, that's the cover, the injector cover is just sitting there. I got tired. I didn't want to spill anything in the injectors or whatnot, the pumps, and so that's still sitting there. But anyway, so that's cleaning out the crankcase is pretty much done. I'll finish wrapping that up. I'll get it tightened down, and we should be good to go. And then we can carry on. Next task is probably going to be seeing if I can't get the steering shaft off. I think I can get, if I can take this cowl off. Not really excited about taking the cowl off, but if I can take the cowl off, then hopefully I can get the steering wheel and the steering shaft out. That's the goal at least. So anyway, I think that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. And the next one will probably, I've got a couple other videos in progress, so can't tell you what part 33 or 34 or 35 is going to be. But appreciate everybody watching.